Alright, hello everyone. How are you all doing today? I myself am doing rather well. Coming at you once again with a video, character profile video for Higher Than the Sky. Now, if you're new to the channel, Higher Than the Sky is a story that I'm working on. I'm hoping to make it into a comic book later down in the line once I have enough money to pay for a proper artist. And anyways, I do these videos to just give people a chance to get familiar with the world before we get started with that. Now, if you want to check out early drafts of A Higher Than the Sky, I have a Wattpad, which I will link down below, where you can get two versions of the story before the current one. Now, now today I am covering not Miss Glory, Granny Nobody, the other female slum. So to go over that once again, the story for Victor takes place in the underground, and the underground is separated into 5 sections that each has a slumlord. I've already done a video on Boss Wreck, and now I will be doing Granny Nobody, and then later on the other 3 as I feel which ones I have more interest in as well. So Granny Nobody controls what is essentially one of the smallest pieces of territory in the underground, because she basically just takes care of all the nameless. So to reiterate on that again as well, if this is your first episode, the nameless are the children of the underground, because they haven't earned their names yet. So the nameless stay with her, and she basically has an inexhaustible workforce through them. So she's not a kind person, I would say. She certainly is more motherly for sure, but these kids aren't babied and nursed or things of that nature. Everyone in the underground knows Granny Nobody. She is the oldest person within the underground, and she doesn't really partake in any fights, because again, it's kind of expected for her to be a bit of a constant down here, as she takes care of the nameless. The nameless grow up, join the crews, and things of that nature. So a very vital part of the underground. No one really messes with her. That's why she's one of the neutral parties down there. And her relationship to Victor is pretty much just a standard relationship with any nameless. He's been with her. He's heard her stories. He respects her, and from time to time, he will do favors for her for sure. He still lives close to her territory. Boss Rex's territory is right on the edge of hers, so he still Granny Nobody is very accessible still. So there's that as well. So what she's doing in the story isn't really all that vital. I don't know if we're gonna meet her, but she does have stuff going on her own. So she's just been recently gotten blind, so she started taking girls under her wing to become replacements for her. She is very aware of her own mortality and wants to leave it to someone she feels will be a proper heir, whether they be kinder or more aggressive is not really something she takes into account. She just it's just personal preference, really, a bit of a popularity contest. As of right now, those 5 girls are non-characters. I haven't made up any backstories for them because, once again, I don't know how long I want to stay in the underground. I've certainly extended it quite a bit from its original incarnation, but I don't know if I've extended it enough to really get deeply into stuff with Granny Nobody herself, especially when Victor is so close. Victor's story is so tied to the Rex during the time you meet them. So, a major personality trait of hers would definitely be her cunning. So, you don't get to be her age in the underground without being very uh, very intelligent. She is always going to be the person who has the upper hand in any battle in people when it's not so physical or things of that nature. Um, her appearance is going to be standard old lady, very much darker skinned, gray hair. Of course, being blind, she has now something in front of her eyes. I don't know whether I want it to be like bandage, sunglasses, if sunglasses even exist in this world. Goggles, maybe. And goggles would definitely exist. Um, so I think that about does it for her. I Yeah, pretty much. That's all I have for her at the moment. Simply because, again, I haven't expanded the story too much in the underground, and I don't want to just have Victor meeting every slumlord conveniently one after the other or things of that nature. He's he is special, but to the story, not really to the underground. People know Victor, but he's not this grand prodigy or anything really. So Granny Nobody is the perfect character to exemplify that. To her, he's just another character, just like any other nameless is just another person to her, another part of her territory. Not really that expansive, not really all that kind, but still generally has a way about her that controls everything, is very much a strong force within the underground. So even though she's not generally getting into fights, there is this idea that you don't really mess with her, and not simply because she takes care of the kids. It's That is a factor, but never the defining feature for her. I think that is the way I would like to go with that. Anyways, if you have any ideas on how I can improve the the details of this story, go ahead and be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have questions, those actually help me uh, process my own thoughts better too when I get asked questions. Questions are one of my favorite things to have as a comment, because I get to really be like, huh, I never really thought of that before. So if you have questions, be sure to leave them down below. Let me help expand and clarify this story. If you want more videos about Higher Than the Sky, go ahead and subscribe. I do these generally Fridays, Saturdays, as time is allowed. I didn't do this one this past Friday simply because I had an interview which I sadly missed. I was on the bus and the bus crashed, and the bus only passes every hour, so I completely missed that interview. So that that was kind of sad. Anyways, that about does it for me today. I hope you guys take care. I'll see you next time.